So today I'm going to try and capture a little more of what I'm calling as healthy and natural breathing, or a little more aspect of the 10 values. Okay, now that seems like big, but I'm going to try and see if any of that makes a little more sense, because I tried this in 2020 live on Facebook. Yeah, when the pandemic was just beginning, and I was thinking, if I don't speak about healthy and natural breathing, I got to be on this side of life for any of my work to be of benefit. Yeah. So I didn't take any chance. Yeah. Because I just started speaking. And well, there are recordings of it on my Facebook page that's of the same name, Healthy Natural Breathing. Um, and developments since then have now come to me talking on YouTube. And so I survived. I'm alive enough, and I'm still required to teach it. Yeah. So I'll try to capture some bit of it. Yeah. Hopefully something is going to make sense. But let's think in terms of circadian rhythms, body clock, harmonic ultradian rhythms. Yeah. Mm, and music. Okay, I'm going to call it music because it is the music that's there from our body, from the harmony between the different organs and organ systems, tissues, cells, tissues, organs, and organ systems. That makes our body versus anybody else's body. Yeah. Now, this is a distinctive difference from medicinal intelligence and body intelligence, as we may or may not know about it, human intelligence, as we may or may not know about it, biological intelligence, um, versus plant intelligence, animal intelligence, what have you, versus physics, chemistry, mathematics. Yeah. So this is meristem intelligence, or let's just put it more simply, me, re, stem. That which arises from me as a person. Yeah. Um, re is a bit of, say, Sanskrit, or there's a four Vedas, Rig Veda. Yeah. For example, the sounds which, for example, arises from me as a person. And then stem. There's like the stem subjects. Okay. Or let me say stem, like from a seed, stem, and then leaves and branches. Yeah. Okay. Branches and leaves and fruits, flowers and fruits and seeds. And okay. Stem is the visible part of what a seed has phototropic and gravitropic aspects. The root is towards gravity, and the shoot or the stem is towards light. Yeah. Um, so we are standing on earth, feet on the ground. We're expected, we are not flying people, we are walking people. Yeah. Walking, running, basically bipedal organisms. So we are visible. Yeah. We are not underground people. We are on top. Yeah. And we are required to have our feet on the ground. Yeah, we are kind of grounded. That's and we are required to keep our feet on the ground. Buddha's feet is also talking about that. Yeah, the importance of our feet. Yeah, being on reality. That's earth. Not have so much of flights of fancy that we are not in touch with reality. Yeah, so feet is important. So in that sense, this conversation, yeah, is from the Shri Chakra, for example, seen from here, like from the ground. Yeah. So this is the Humane Body Project. This is part of the Humane Body Project. So from the ground, from the feet of the matter, of Sri Chakra. Yeah. on the Shri Yantra. And the My Story project is from the top, like the Shri Chakra, if you see in the mandala format, or the pyramid format, the top of the matter, like Earth, you got to get the stories and all right. So from there, yeah. So this is from the bottoms up, yeah. So Humane Body Project. So like I'm showing my hand like this, if we consider our body to be a book, where a book is not read like this, we read, of course, a cover to cover, but we read a book like this. So body has two aspects, left and right. Yeah, we are bisymmetrical organisms, at least from outside. Inside, from outside, we are bisymmetrical. Inside, not so much. Yeah, there's a certain difference, which makes us interesting in composition. Yeah, outside we look all symmetrical, and inside there is so much of variations. So we will get a little more familiar with this book. That is our body composition. That's like the Constitution of India, or Constitution of a country, Constitution of a nation. Yeah. Well, why I say nation is the word N is also like saying Narayana or Nara. Yeah. Or Nara is also means, well, one way to look at it is man, mankind. Yeah. The word Aleph in Hebrew can also be traced to the word N. Yeah. And it kind of looks Aleph, A, Aleph. So it kind of has a cultural reference, a language reference. There are so many stories, economies, ways of thinking woven, come to existence from these alphabets through several textbooks, including, say, the Bible or the Quran, the Vedic textbooks. So you would find the Dravidian textbooks, many ancient textbooks, yeah. You would find these references in many ways, but we have the word nation, yeah. Now, Nat Geo, they would say National Geographic, but Nat Geo is also about different kinds of animals. So within our own composition, we are like a forest, walkie-talkie forest. And being civil is where our wilderness is more civilized. So we're having humanity cross boundaries. Yeah. So let's hold on to the word N. Yeah, the letter N. A nation in that sense. In the sense, we are Nat, I-O-N. I-O-N, tiny little, yeah. Particulate. Ion, iota of the matter. Yeah, okay. So there's this dot of the bindu of the Sri Chakra. We're like a tiny little pale. Carl Sagan referred to Earth as a pale blue dot. Yeah, tiny little. But we are also trying to become Earth-like, to have health, wealth, and wisdom like Earth does. Which is also why I'm wearing blue, I suppose. Yeah. While other planets in our solar system, our family members, are in different stages of figuring out what it means to be human, Earth-like. The stars and galaxies are all twinkling, twinkling, and looking at Earth and going, how I wonder what you are. What in the world are you doing? And when in the world are you going to take care of all of us? Yeah, like family members, we have all come from different family trees, family lines. And then we're all expected to take care of the family matters and be grown up and then healthy, wealthy, wise, and yeah, strong enough to take care of all that there is. So we got lots of balls, twinkly stars, and then, yeah, curiously looking at us, yeah, in many ways on what we are doing and are poking in the matter on what you're doing and how you're doing things. And yeah, so they also call it quantum physics, quantum mechanics, yeah, or quarks, different kinds of quarks with different spins, yeah. So On that particular and baby-killer note, appreciating our body as a body clock with circadian rhythms, in the sense cyclical patterns, cyclical rhythms, yeah, by which our physiology also functions. We eat at a point in time, and then body goes to digestive processes, digestions, different parts of the body, and then again we get hungry. And then, according to what we eat, is over time, again, there's different digestive processes forming our body. And this has been happening since a baby to the age we are now and continues to happen. Yeah. Similarly, respiration, inhalation, yeah, and then exhalation, and then inhalation, and then um, heart, beat, love, dub, yeah. Okay. All right. Our muscles also expand, contract, expand, contract. Yeah. Um, Nerves also have a breath. It's called a rhythmic vibration, but our sensory systems also function by you look in and then you look out also. You look in and then you look out also. Yeah. Because we also, in some way, are curious about what's happening about ourselves. And we also look outside to what's happening. Yeah. So we are also introverted and extroverted. Introverted and extroverted. And we may have maybe different levels of balance between introversion and extroversion. Yeah. But we can feel pain. We can also feel hungry. Yeah, that is when we can feel pain and hunger. And we have a different body process. For example, we can feel hot or cold. And then accordingly, according to how much we can feel hot or cold, we take care of our body. Yeah. So in that sense, our sense organs is not just limited to what we can see outside, but also what we can sense, feel. So seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, feeling, knowing is not just limited to what we can see outside, but also what we can sense inside. Yeah. So our sense organs form a fine boundary, a fine communicator, information um, system between the outside world and the inside world. Yeah. And our body is functioning by cyclical processes. Yeah. Um, so that's one perspective. On that note, I invite you to bring your attention. I could easily talk about 6 things that you can pay attention to. I will just name them. It's going to take some time for us to get used to these aspects because these are aspects of the microcosm as well as the macrocosm. It's called earth, water, fire, air, spirit, space. Yeah. Nothing and everything is, well, part of several basics that forms meristem intelligence or me-re-stem intelligence. What makes me versus anybody else? Nothing and everything. Because nothing is at the heart of everything is what I found often. So let's get familiar with the other basics. Earth, water, fire, air, spirit, space. Seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, feeling, knowing. And there's also Pisces. Physical, intellectual, spatiotemporal, conscience, emotions, social consciousness. Yeah. So these are some more formed up, little more complexer. And there are other aspects. So we will cover all of these slowly. But first, I've just named earth, water, fire, air, spirit, space. In relationship with our body, they could be called as the tattvas or the formative elements. Earth would be Bhumi Tattva, in the sense, the substance of our body, yeah, the substance that makes our body. Water would be the Jala Tattva, or the water element, the fluid blood, lymph, cerebrospinal fluid, um, water, okay, urine, yeah, for example, um, liquids, different kinds of liquids that make our body. Yeah, earth, water, fire, Agni Tattva, or the warmth or the fire in a body. No, we don't have fire, we have warmth. And warmth is a significant, it's an indicator that there's a fire element. But it's either sometimes our body's hot or it's a little cool. So hot and cold both are different aspects of the fire element. Yeah, either there is warmth or not, but um, a human body functions by warm blood. That's our bodily make. So there is the fire element. It's more or less. An alive person has warm blood. We are aware of it or not. To what extent is a warmth or not, there's a difference in it. But some of us have cool nature, some of us have warm nature. Yeah. So fire element, Agni Tattva. What about fire? Air, Vayu Tattva. It's said to be Vayu, but let's just say air. We breathe. Air moves in and out of our body, lungs. Um, our tissues are alive because they breathe. Otherwise, we would be like cadaver. Yeah. We're alive because our cells, tissues, organs, organ systems, they breathe. Otherwise, there could even be, say, gangrene, for example, which means they are kind of not working as well. So our tissues breathe. So air, air element. Earth, water, fire, air, spirit. Let's say spirit is like, you could say emotions. Yeah. You could also say hormones. You could say charges. For example, if there is not sufficient calcium or cations and anions in a particular balance, then you could have electrolyte concerns or the bones not being as fine, or you could be angry. Yeah, because there is there is a potential difference between how your muscles and your nerves and your bones are responding. So you react versus respond. Yeah. So there is a positivity, positive, negative. They also say when you go to the ocean side, seaside, the water, the ocean waves, there's more negative ions, which then balance the potential difference in our body, such that there is more calm, there is more cool. So ancient people, ancient culture, people were recommended to go to the seaside when they were not feeling well enough, because the ocean waves, the wind there would have them become more healthier. This is one of the reasons. The spirit, yeah, earth, water, fire, as spirit. So the charge, different charge, emotional charges, yeah, are hormonal differences is also coming from cation anion imbalances. Yeah, spirit. Space is a body occupies space in the scheme of things. I have length, yeah, length, width, and depth to my body. So I'm a three-dimensional, at least, organism. Yeah. So my chest, my lungs are in the space of my chest. Yeah. My intestines are in the space of my, what's called the abdominal cavity. My brain is in the space of my skull. Yeah. So that's that space. So we already have the space to be and become. And then it is, how well can we experience it? Some of us don't have that experience, all claustrophobic, because maybe we are not breathing healthier naturally. Like in the room, when the windows are open enough, or when the AC or fan is on, then there's a sense of space in the room because there is breathability. So maybe some of the sense of space in our uh, ability to be and become and exist is because our different cells, tissues, organs, organ systems is not breathing as well as they need to. Yeah. Because the other elements, earth, water, fire, and spirit, space, they all need to be in balance. When they are functioning in balance, then our space, our ability to be and become becomes better. Then this is how the space and time are related. Yeah. Um, the time-space coordination, our ability to naturally grow. Otherwise, we are running by, oh, the clock says this, so do. Yeah, and then run. Our ability to be and become, our ability to pay attention to the pace at which our heart would like to engage with the world, for example, yeah, or do the activity to the kind of soul satisfaction possible, may also be from not being aware of our own body clock, our own circadian rhythms, our own harmonious ultradian rhythms, by which we can be in harmony with ourselves and the world outside. While the sunlight and the moonlight, different planet lights, for example, have their own effect on our body. Yeah. And say that there's gadgets and the different people and expectations and all of this happening. There's also deadlines, calendars saying this needs to be done. So come on. Yeah. While we are aware of our own body clock, our own circadian rhythms, and our harmonic ultradian rhythms, we'll come to all of that. We can also be in sync with the clock, the calendar, the different expectations, the different things that is expected of us for us to earn the blessings and grace and all those good, nice things that several factions, several spheres of influence expect of us. So we'll keep a track of all of that. So we are having an ability to be and become, to grow up humanely. It's like a seed working with the environment, the soil that we are in. So sometimes it may seem like I can't see the light. Where in the world am I? That's maybe because you're a seed in a new soil, in a new ground. And then as you work, as you breathe healthy naturally, as you work with the environment, how things are, slowly, you'll come to the light. While you also develop your gravitotropic roots. So you know the gravitas of the matter and then can hold your ground. At the same time, you work with the environment and then find the path of least resistance, and then you work with the system, and then you come to the light. Yeah. While you're developing your root as well as the shoot. Yeah. That's like the Chinese bamboo. It takes some time, maybe. Yeah, but the Chinese bamboo is there as a point of reference. Yeah. Um, has roots, is also shoot and leaf and all beautiful. We have the sugarcane, for example, is one of the family members of the bamboo family. Yeah. You also have the flute as a reference, point of reference, which is also from the bamboo family. Yeah. So there are many instruments to hold on to. For point of reference, for a body has many holes. So like a flute. Yeah. And as we are breathing healthier naturally, the music of our body, of our being and becoming is more harmonious, is more healthy, and not making sounds of diseases. It becomes easier for us to go beyond those diseases, yeah, and for us to be healthy, wealthy, wise, in sync with what our hearts, our soul, our mind, our conscience, our consciousness, Pisces, physical, intellectual, spatiotemporal, conscience, emotions, yeah, and social consciousness. We're all in sync with our what works for us as well as what works for the environment, the different families, different expectations. We have a harmonious life, a musical dance with life, yeah, nice things, fun. So we have a few points of reference. I call it my AS, Administrative Statistical System, but it's basically a set of six levels of six. Yeah. So we got lots of basics by which to bounce off of and become all nice, healthy, wealthy, wise people. Yeah. Okay, at least healthy people. For wealthy, we have many more circles. I have 10 spheres of influence. Yeah. Once we get our basics right, I'll post the link for that. I've made a just a pictorial representation of it in a video. I'll put that link on the description to this video, in this video. And then the 10 spheres of influence, I'll make a better video of it. But I will post the one that is existing right now. Yeah. And we'll all get better. We got alphabets and we got numbers, and we'll get our stories all better. Yeah. So from top down, we'll get our stories better. And from bottom up, we will get our humanity across boundaries better. We'll read our own body as a book better. And then all nice, beautiful. Yeah. So we'll all get healthy, wealthy, wise together. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this has been of value to you. Do let me know if I can answer any questions, clarify any doubts. Good day.